Hey guys, so last week Nintendo had a Wii U press event in San Francisco where I was able to play what appeared to be a final version of New Super Mario Bros. U. So I figured I'd put together a video preview to point out some of the new things I learned and give my overall impressions of it. Now just a couple quick caveats. For one, I can't talk about anything beyond World 5, which is Soda Jungle. Also, please keep in mind that I don't have footage of everything I saw, so it may not match up perfectly. Okay, so if you've played New Super Mario Bros. Wii before, then you already know the basics. This is a classic style 2D platformer that supports up to 4 players at the same time. But even though New Super Mario Bros. U doesn't stray terribly far from the template used in the previous games, there's actually a fair amount of new content here. Probably the most noticeable addition is the Acorn power-up, which turns Mario into a flying squirrel. Although that's kind of a misnomer since you don't really fly so much as glide. Although you can gain a low altitude with a quick shake of the controller, you can only do this once during your flight. This power also allows you to cling to walls too, though I didn't find it too useful except to stop my fall after dropping into a pit. The squirrel suit is pretty enjoyable to use, even if it doesn't feel terribly different from previous flying power-ups. Although the Acorn might be the only entirely new power-up, there's another version of it that might make fans of Mario 3 happy, the p-acorn. Like the P-wing before it, this bad boy allows you to fly as much as you like. The catch is that you won't just find them strewn about, instead you'll find them in very limited circumstances, such as by tracking down a new character named Nabbit. This pesky creature likes to steal items from toad houses before running off to hide in a level. But if you pay that level a visit, you have the chance to chase him down, though you'll have to be quick since he's pretty fast. But it's well worth it as a p-acorn might just be yours. Unfortunately, the acorns are the only new power-ups in the game, with the rest consisting of the usual standbys such as a fire and ice flower and of course mushrooms. Oh, and the penguin suit is back too, though it seems only in challenge mode, but more on that later. Although there may not be a ton of power-ups, it's more than made up for it by the addition of Yoshi. Wait, scratch that. 4 Yoshis. That's right, not only do you get the standard issue adult one, but you also get 3 babies too, each with their own unique power. The adult Yoshi plays almost exactly as it did in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, allowing you to slurp up enemies with his tongue and perform a flutter jump to cross long gaps. And if you feed him 5 berries, he'll even produce a power-up for you. Unfortunately, this also means that you'll only find the adult Yoshi in a few specific levels, and you can't take him with you to any others, which is still a bummer. However, the Baby Yoshis are a different story. You'll occasionally come across these wandering toddlers on the world map, who'll then follow you to any level of your choosing, and you can continue to take them with you from level to level as long as you don't die or otherwise lose them in the process. As I mentioned before, each one has their own unique power. The blue ones shoot bubbles that turn enemies into coins, the yellow ones can light up dark areas and stun nearby enemies, and then there's my favorite, the pink one, that can inflate himself like a balloon, allowing you to float around indefinitely. All of the Yoshis do a great job of mixing up the gameplay, and it really helps bring back some of the old school variety fans might remember from Mario World. But that's not the only Mario World-esque feature the game has going for it. Perhaps my favorite feature of New Super Mario Bros. U is the return of a true world map. Unlike previous games in the New Super Mario Bros. Series, where you simply work your way through each world in a mostly linear fashion, the Wii U edition features branching paths all over the place that allow you to tackle not just levels in a different order, but entire worlds too. For instance, after defeating Morton in World 2, you'll reach a fork in the road where you can choose between visiting the sunny beaches of sparkling waters or the icy grounds of frozen glacier. And if you get tired of one world, you can always use the warp pipes to easily visit another one you've already been to. And half the fun of exploring the world map is in replaying levels to try and discover secret level exits that allow you to stray from the beaten path. Speaking of levels, New Super Mario Bros. U features not just some great designs, but some fantastic and unique themes too. Sure, there's still the standard themes like deserts here, but now you might notice that the levels are actually constructed out of giant deserts. Get it? Desert? Desserts? Forget it. And then there's Soda Jungle's Painted Swampland, with a theme reminiscent of the famous Starry Night painting, and might be one of the coolest looking levels in any Mario game. Really, the entire game looks great, especially now that it's in HD, which really makes the 3-dimensional backgrounds pop. And though it may not push the series' art style to new heights on the whole, it's a welcome step forward from the sterile visuals in New Super Mario Bros. 2. And another way in which the game is one-upping its predecessors is in its presentation. The beginning of the game is simply fantastic, continuing the trend of making it humorous and lighthearted while also giving Mario a reason to do what he does, save princesses. And beyond the initial cutscene, you'll experience little reminders of your ultimate goal as you're shown periodic glimpses of the princess's castle and how it transforms throughout the game due to Bowser's dark magic. It's a small addition, but one that really goes a long way in lending the game a more epic feel, which is fitting given you're now traversing an entire world. I also got to play a little bit of the game in co-op mode, and it plays exactly as you remember it from New Super Mario Bros. Wii. So whether you loved it or hated it there, you'll probably feel the same way here. I personally still enjoyed it, even though I still find it a little annoying how easy it is to interfere with the other player during platforming segments, which is of course basically the entire game. Beyond the main adventure, I also had a chance to check out the brand new challenge mode. Here you can choose from several different types of challenges, such as flying ones or one-up based ones, to try and score high enough to earn yourself a medal. One of the challenges that I tried had me wearing the penguin suit from New Super Mario Bros. Wii and then sliding down an icy hill trying to take out as many enemies as possible. Another one challenges you as Mini Mario to ride the bubbles of a blue Yoshi up to the goal. Although it can't reveal exactly how many challenge levels there are a lot, and it should add a decent amount of replayability to the game. Another mode the game offers is Coin Battle. In this multiplayer event, it's a race to grab more coins than your opponents. Although it was a mildly fun diversion when I played, there really doesn't seem to be that much to it, so I'm pretty sure I'll be sticking to the main adventure for my multiplayer needs. All in all, I had a lot of fun with New Super Mario Bros. U, but make sure to stay tuned for our full review as we approach the game's November 18th release date. Thanks for watching, make sure to stay tuned to GameXplain.com for more on New Super Mario Bros. U and other things gaming too.